Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today, man, oh man, we're going to talk about the Dungeons and Dragons, Elon Musk, Twitter controversy, and that that blossomed into Elon Musk threatening, um, gesturing at buying Dungeons and Dragons, lock, stock, and barrel. Man, we are in it. Every single word you just heard and every single word you have just heard and every single word you will hear in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more and nothing less. Let's go. All right. So Elon Musk is gesturing at buying Dungeons and Dragons lock, stock, and barrel. Like the whole thing. And that's not a threat. That's not like an empty threat. He has the ability to do it. The estimated value of Hasbro is about $10 billion, and you'll see that in different sources. Actually, specifically, the place where I heard that was over on the Rules Lawyer, and I think his source is pretty sound. Um, and Elon Musk is worth $300 billion. That's his own personal network. So he not a joke. He could buy Hasbro. He could buy Dungeons and Dragons, lock, stock, and barrel, like you and I buy a pair of socks. I'll take it. Done. Finished. Right? And it's not that outrageous to think that he's going to do it, because this is exactly how he bought Twitter. Right? He was like, "Hey everybody, what if I bought Twitter? Hey everybody, I own Twitter. Hi. Meet the new boss. Goodbye to the old boss." Right? It's happening, man. Like, this is for realsies. Like it's happening that he's gesturing to buy Dungeons and Dragons. And get this, for the next 4 years, Dungeons and Dragons will not be free of this threat, right? And the reason why is Donald Trump is president, and get that, like this, and I am collecting my "I done told you" checks. I'm collecting them, okay? I told you Dungeons and Dragons was not a game. I told you Dungeons and Dragons was one of the most important intellectual properties on the planet. And here we are, right? A dude who spends his day talking to the president, sending people to space, transforming green energy, or through Tesla, right, is now highly involved in conversations about Dungeons and Dragons every week. That's pretty astonishing. To you, not to me. I saw it years ago, and I've been talking about it for years. And I keep telling you, D&D ain't a game. This thing does not function like anything else in the world, right? Tulsi Gabbard is not talking about Monopoly, right? Like, it's not, this is real, right? Like, this is astonishing. So why is Elon looking at Dungeons and Dragons now? Well, he's in his power phase, right? So what do we mean by that? Wait a second, Scott, he has $300 billion. That's not power, right? There's a lot of billionaires in the world. You don't know their names, and they don't matter, right? And so Elon, years ago, was like, okay, I got $300 billion. Who cares about that, right? Any schmuck can be a billionaire, right? I need real power. Right, so what did he do? He went over to SNL to get celebrity, and he got it. He became a celebrity, right? Then he wanted power, so he's like, hey, I can see that Donald Trump is about to absolutely crush Kamala Harris in the election. I'll side with her. He was right. So was I. I called it in August. I called the election in August of 2024, right? Months before, like, when people who had, 4 more degrees than me were ridiculously turning keys and bringing out spreadsheets, I was telling you in August that Trump was going to beat Kamala, right? All smart people knew that Kamala was going to lose to Trump. Elon knew it. He sided with him, right? Now he's getting power from Donald Trump, right? And Donald Trump is his own unique billionaire. And then, in addition to that, he has government power. He's literally part of the U.S. government now, okay? Not a joke. That's real, okay? So he needs power. Well, the most powerful secular force in the world is not the U.S. government. It's not the U.S. dollar. It is Dungeons and Dragons. It is a human improvement engine that, in Hollywood, there's 1,000 people today who will meet with their who are going to take their money from their latest blockbuster and sit down with a couch scribbler and say, hey, I need to improve myself. I need to grow. I need to transform. And that couch scribbler said, tell me about your mom. Well, let's talk about your mother, right? Why don't you ask me a question and then I'll answer it back with a question. But, and they won't improve. They won't grow. They won't transform. They'll get nothing, right? But Dungeons and Dragons is real, right? And if you want real power, narrative, recrafting narrative is where real power sits. So just like I've been telling you for 6 years, Elon wants Dungeons and Dragons because it's the most powerful secular force in the world. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing and have a fetch millennium.